Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited to be here.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here today. My name is Sun Nguyen, and like I said earlier, I'm running for the Office of State Assembly for District 20. I have been calling Hayward and Union City my home for the last almost 40 years. And during that time, just like most of you, I've seen a lot of drastic declines in our society, which is the primary why I'm running. Of course, obviously, there are numerous issues, urgent issues we are facing. However, there are four main themes in my campaign, namely socialism. I left a socialist state and came to America for a better life, but yet for the last 2 years, all I've been hearing is socialism this and socialism that. Trust me when I say socialism in a nutshell is evil, because it will strip all of us our civil liberties and economic freedom. So second, for the same reasons, we do not condone female genital mutilation or animal abuse. We therefore should not and must not allow late-term abortion in California. In many ways, I am much of a pro-choice type of person because I want to offer additional more choices to women other than just abortion. It is time for us to stand up, to speak out for the voiceless and helpless, who, by the way, have the same rights all of us. Third, California is facing a major housing crisis. We can take a look at the housing prices, the rentals, the homelessness, everything else. We need to build more. We need more development for housing units, especially for the multi-use, multi-unit, and also close to public transportation. For the last several years, we've been losing like almost 200,000 people to neighboring states, and that's got to stop. Last but not least is businesses. Along the same line, we've been losing roughly about 30,000 businesses of all sizes. That's a lot considering the investment and capital, human capital we are losing. We must help more business startup. We must make it easy for business to operate and sustain. I'm asking for your prayer for my campaign and beyond. I'm asking for your support to spread my message around, and I'm asking for your vote so I can start serving all of you. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Do we have some questions?
Yeah, I have a quick question. So, are you familiar with a recent California Senate Bill number 50?
50, what is that?
So Senate Bill 50, basically, right now it is in the suspense file.
Yes.
The Appropriations Committee
Sure.
put in the suspense, chair did. And it calls for more and more higher density development within a radius, a small radius of transportation.
Yes.
It also allows for a developer to come in, and it's basically taking, Sacramento's gonna basically be overseeing all statewide zoning residential. So what it's gonna allow for is for developers at your house, your quiet little street, for a developer to come in and buy that house that's adjacent to you, and they adjust on the other side of you and in front of you, and be able to develop 4 units on that property without adhering to any local zoning.
Sure.
So how do you feel about a bill like that?
Well, I mean, this is just like everything else. I mean, I'm not very comfortable with just have Sacramento decide everything for us. And obviously, there's a number of factors that cause the housing crisis. I mean, this is rezoning is one of them.
What would you say are the causes of the housing crisis?
Oh, I mean, economic, demographic changes.
Like what?
Most likely, I mean, there's a lot of regulations that hinders the development of new housing units, namely California Environmental Quality Act. People, I mean, there's tons of abuse for that regulation. I mean, we probably don't see much here, but you know, if you go to LA, Los Angeles area, majority of those development got stopped because of the second.
Well, we do see a lot of that here in the San Francisco Bay, in fact.
San Francisco is another one, yes.
Well, no, within the Bay region, in fact.
Oh.
So
Yes.
the San Francisco Bay region is geographically more constrained than the Los Angeles area.
Yes.
Because of the size of the basin and
Right.
the usable flat of land, more
Sure.
level land. So
Sure.
here, the development is more constrained, but where I live in Dublin, when I moved here 5 years ago, Dublin was the fastest growing city in the country.
Right.
Okay? Up till 3 years ago, it was the fastest growing city in California.
Yes.
So there is development going on, but you understand that when you go to the assembly,
Mhm.
your vote will be taken on a similar vote, and there are of which SB 50
Yes.
is only one of maybe half a dozen bills between the state senate and the state assembly right now that are active, that are essentially all the same bill.
Sure, sure.
So you're saying that you would or would not vote for a bill like that?
Well, I mean, I have not, without really study the bill, I cannot give you the answer yes or no, but I promise you that I will study it very carefully. Because like I said, we need more housing units. I mean, there's no getting around it. We know that. And also that you have to address some of the special interests, like, not in my backyard, those people. I mean, sometimes that hurts us as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I think he's answered your question. Thank you.
Did I?
That's a good
Thank
one.
you.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Here is my card, I will really need phone calls for you for the rollers.
I really appreciate that. That means a lot.
Yeah,
Thank
as
you.
long as I have it in Excel, I can do it.
Thank you.
Sure.
Any other questions for Sun?
Yes.
With housing tightness, why is it that you think we need more people? Like, the exodus from California, there's natural attrition, but it's also a result of policies, right?
Yes.
So, what's behind thinking that we need more people?
I didn't say
I
that.
mean, you're saying that it's a bad, we want to stop this exodus,
Yes.
okay? Why?
Well, because we have to understand the reasons why people are leaving. People are leaving for Texas, Arizona, Nevada, you can name it.
Well,
Why?
tax rates, right?
Tax rate,
Because
housing,
of tax rates.
affordable housing.
Right, and affordable housing.
Yes.
So if we build more
Yeah.
housing, we'd have on top of it would be like a Hong Kong or Indonesia. You could create that kind of world in
So-
California, right?
I-
Is that what
I see- I see where you're going.
I'm
what you're
asking, I'm asking, what's your picture? You think that, when we develop more
but-
around,
but
say,
doesn't
the
that answer the
transportation hubs
question?
and these different areas?
Just like a lot of people will tell you that housing is a right. And I want everybody in California has to afford, have a place to live, have, a place to call home. Right? I mean, just look at, my heart goes out to all those homeless people, people with drug addiction, people with mental illness, and more importantly, a lot of veterans. We have to do something. We have to do more. We have to provide more shelter. I mean, people prefer Texas, people prefer, that's fine, but I want them to leave not just because of shortage of affordable housing. Did I answer the question?
Not
quite.
really. Well,
Well,
because
there you go.
I think that it's a good thing because it's a message to the leadership of California. When it loses major companies,
Yes.
I mean, it's talking to the people in Sacramento when they're losing their income. So in a sense, it's the best message that we can send California is an exodus.
Yes,
So that's
and-
why
Okay.
Yes and no, because people up in California don't care if you leave, if you move your business. They
Right.
care about property tax. They care about people in Silicon Valley. They care about people in Hollywood. Those people pay their salary. They don't care about you.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Okay, thank
Is
you.
there, now, I know you brought in cards.
Oh, yes.
So you might want to tell.
Oh, I just left a box of my business card. And please feel free to take as many as you can. And if you can, just take 10 and give it to 10 of your friends and neighbors, everybody. So
And do you have a website?
I have a website on the car as well. Yes.
Okay, great. Well, Well, thank you for coming by, and we look forward to you coming back and
Oh,
talking to us.
absolutely.
There are a lot of people who've actually run for this particular seat, so they can probably give you a lot of advice about what that's like.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you.